What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Qasim and today I'll be reviewing the Apple leather case for the iPhone 12s. I've got this on my mini and I've had it on here almost 6 months, and the reason I waited this long is because I wanted to show you guys exactly how the leather ages with time. So in this video I'm going to talk about how it's aged. I'm also going to show you guys how to clean the leather so that you can maintain it for the longest time possible, and I'll tell you why I love these cases. So if you guys remember, in my Apple leather wallet review, I talked about patina and how leather individually ages depending on how you handle it. So I hold my phone like this. So if we take a look around my phone, all the parts that are really aging, that are really wearing out, are all the parts where my fingers are in contact with the case the most. The rest of it, it's just wearing simply because I have it on a desk. Now another place where there's been a lot of wear is exactly on this front lip. And that's because most of the time, whether it's on a sofa, whether it's on a table, I set my phone face down. And because I do that, that leather getting in contact with those surfaces, it's wearing out the most. Now I went out and bought an iPhone 12 Pro brand new case. And to be honest, when I went to buy it, I saw the Baltic blue color, and as far as I remember, that's the one that I had gotten, but the color change was so much that when I went to actually order the case, I had to look at the receipt of the 12 minis leather case purchase to make sure that I was getting the right color, as the colors have quite changed. It went from a lighter shade of the blue to a really dark and richer one. Now, one thing I've noticed about this year's case is that I think they've put more of a protective coat on this leather. Because I remember having leather cases for my iPhone 7, my iPhone 8, a lot of previous models, and then there were some models in between where I didn't even use a case. But I remember those wore out much more evenly and much more quicker than this one did. So guys, take a look at your leather case if you have one and see how it's patinaed over time, and let me know down in the comments below whether you're liking it or not. And with time, the more you handle it and the more time that passes, it's going to just wear more and more. Now, I, for the most part, don't really have any scuffs. I've just noticed like a few scratches in the leather, and I've actually handled this very roughly. Like, I've been out recording with this and the 12 Pro that is recording me right now. So I sometimes put these on the ground. I sometimes put them anywhere. Like, I haven't been as careful with this phone as I have with my previous iPhones, simply because in the middle of recording, I honestly get lost in the work I'm doing. I have a glass screen protector on the front which protects the screen, and I have this case, so I just don't even bother. But it's held up to the abuse really, really well. Now this brings me to actually cleaning and taking care of the leather. So in my car, I have leather, and I've had that car now for a very long time, and it's got 189,000 miles. Now, one thing all my friends will agree with me is that they love exactly how nice my leather interior still looks compared to when I first bought the car when it only had 13,000 miles. And that's because of cleaning and conditioning. Leather is skin, and when you apply a cleaner and then a conditioner, it's like taking a shower, you know, shampooing your hair and then conditioning your hair. So it's the same process as that. Now for my car, I actually use separate cleaners and then separate conditioners. But for this case, what I do is every 2 weeks, I get these leather wipes that have a cleaning and conditioning purpose, and I just wipe down all of the phone. I do the back here, I do the sides, and as I'm cleaning it, you want to make sure you keep changing the spot that you're using from the wipe. So that way you're not using the same corner of the wipe to clean each edge. And once I've cleaned it, I just leave it to dry. Now once it dries, it honestly gives the case such a clean and nice look. If you guys remember my post the other day here on YouTube, I posted a picture of this and the 12 Pro case that had no patina whatsoever, and that was after a cleaning. So it looks really, really nice, and it's really gonna help make your leather case go that much further. I will put a link down below in the description exactly which leather wipes I use to clean my case. This goes for all my other products, so my Apple leather wallet too. I do the same. Now that one hasn't really patinaed and worn out because I'm not honestly using a wallet as much as I normally would. I would normally be going out a lot more and have my wallet with me. And because of the coronavirus and just being locked up, I haven't been able to go out as much. And so that one is pretty much new, but still every 1 to 2 weeks, I make sure I give it a nice clean. Now the other thing, I mentioned this in the video I did about whether or not the 12 Pro's stainless steel edges are durable or not. This case, a Belkin case, a Spigen case, honestly guys, doesn't matter the brand of the case that you're using, dust is going to make its way inside the case. So what you want to do is just simply take your phone out of the case and just wipe all the corners inside. Just take out all the dust that has traveled inside your case, because that's going to keep your phone from getting scratched as the dust just sits there and just eats up your phone. Now, last but not least, guys, I want to talk about why I love these cases. So I mentioned to you all how a couple of years I just didn't even use a case. And that was just because, I came to this realization that I was like, man, these phones are so nice. So whatever phone you're using, Samsung, iPhone, whatever smartphone you have, it's got a nice design. It's got a design of its own. And you can't really appreciate that when you put like a thick case on top of the phone. Sure, you can protect the phone a lot better, but that is why I love this case. One, I love leather. So this has leather, that's perfect. The other thing is that how nicely it fits. The cutouts are nice, the buttons are nice and clicky. So this fits really nicely and it keeps that slim form factor of your iPhone. So that is what I love, and I've used these time and time again with older iPhones, with my current iPhone. This year I got it especially for you guys because I wanted to share with you exactly how this case ages with 6 months. Now another nice thing about this year's Apple leather case is the fact that they have Magsafe. I really love Magsafe. Like, I have the Magsafe wallet, the wallet snaps onto the phone perfectly fine. When I want to charge my phone, I just drop it on the Magsafe Duo and it charges. I don't have to worry about plugging in any kind of cables. And when I'm on the go and in the car, I just mount it to my mount and it's perfectly mounted. And that is something I really love about Magsafe. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the lighter the color, the faster it's going to, the more it's going to darken over time. So like this color isn't that light. Like honestly, even looking at it brand new, it's not as light as the saddle brown. So if you have a black Apple leather case, then it's not going to really age that much with time. It'll wear, you'll notice the wear, and you should still clean it. So you should still clean it and take care of the leather, but you're not going to notice the change of color over time. But with something like the blue, the lighter brown, any lighter shade of leather, it's going to age more and more with time. So with that said, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with anything. Like I said, let me know how your case has patinaed over time and whether you like your Apple leather case. And most importantly, guys, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next video.